Wakana konga na kupita kama kuna wezi na kuta iye kina tudanganya panda kama bei ya nyanya bado na pamana imeniacha jicho nyanya oye hata kwa sako sajula triangle kitango unapigwa na bibi wetangula kwa sako sajula triangle kitango unapigwa na bibi kama pesa natafuta ama demu natafuta kama kama nita leo natafuta finance tunatafuta finance hii maisha ina formula extra ipata free na kuipata sio regular hata piga wax stick hata kwa sako sajula triangle kitango unapigwa na bibi wetangula kwa sako sajula triangle kitango unapigwa na bibi wetangula kama ni pesa natafuta finance ama demu natafuta finance kama ni chalo natafuta finance kama ni pesa natafuta finance ama demu natafuta finance kama ni chalo natafuta finance tunatafuta finance uko matu natafuta hela finance ya ndugu uko boda finance mama boga na pia hoka finance esa nukanda na Tanzania finance wasa Burundi na Addis Ababa finance Nigeria Senegal Zambia finance imoka jo modern arrow na dofla na ex John taitafuta finance media for the 21st century. Ngomi yalo afla delegate sifa onye pia kuna dalili za kuambia kuna chuo moja tunafaa kupitia kuna madema za shola na mabia na pia mademi sare na vijana ni mia na kama utafika bei nitakuhadisia basi tu hakuna za bandia nimecheki Google Maps hoski kuna jam hadi nax nimecheki Google Maps hoski kuna jam hadi nax basi tutumie bypass mdogo bypass leo tutanyonga bypass
Hello family, welcome to the African Diary Show. Today with me, your host Kate Ndongo, and I can see you tuning in. Welcome, and feel free to drop your comments as we continue listening to this music before we start our show officially.
Tutatumia Range Rover ya safari tupite jamiani nunue kashata speed ya gari ubeba jaba mdogo ndani ya jipu leo tunanyonya mataka matika niko kwa mutibarika lift sikude maarifu kama bariki na kutesa njoni kupe fo nipitishie pondi letenda chei
Tenzima na Zavara wanapendanga mapela meloni na sawa changanisha na ayela
Google Maps hoski kuna jam hadi nax nimecheki Google Maps hoski kuna jam hadi nax basi tutumie
bypass
mdogo bypass
Sound, baby.
Yes, welcome family. This is the African Diary Show today with me, your host Kate Ndongo. And earlier on, I played you a song by it is called Findex, and the one that was playing right now, it is a Benzema featuring Savara, a song known as Bypass. Yeah, where they get to say that around the bypass there are some pretty girls. So I hope you enjoyed the music session, and as we get to start our show officially, and you know how we do it. And in case you're new in this show, or you're wondering what has happened, because today I just decided to send the link to all my contacts. So in case you're new, this is the African Diary Show today. Okay, this is the African Diary Show where we get to discuss matters concerning Africans, the problems they encounter in their day-to-day lives, and we also get to know about their culture. And sometimes we also discuss about the roots of their culture and traditions. We also get to know about the sense of style, music, the way their way of their way of living, and what they do. So, welcome, family. In case you're wondering what is happening, don't wonder anymore. I just explained this is the African Diary Show, and feel much welcome. And you can as well drop your comment, and feel free to drop your comment. And before we start our show, we always do read some motivational quotes, and I want to know how your day is going so far. Mine is good. Hope yours is good as well. You can also interact with me through our WhatsApp number. We have plus 2547 plus 2547 You can also send us a DM at our WhatsApp at Blackout Fire Network. Also, you can shoot a tweet to us at Blackout Fire Network. We also have you can also drop your comment under the comment section on our YouTube channel. And feel free to drop your comment, maybe query, and we shall work on that. Hello, kid. Okay. Good morning to you.
Oh my God, it's so dang early.
What's happening?
I don't know what's happening with you, Kate.
Me, I'm very fine. I've just started the show, and I'm about to read some motivational quotes.
Tell Jovi I was asleep doing her show.
She understands. Okay.
Okay,
Jovi
well I'm listening.
understands.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell her thank you. And if she didn't, right,
Mm-hmm.
I would tell the same way you told your aunt. I would tell the same way you told you when she told you to go to the store. I would tell Jovi, kick rocks.
Do it yourself.
Right, do it.
Anyway, I'm about to read some motivational quotes, and I have this quote that says, "Wherever you go, no matter what the weather, always bring your own sunshine. If you want light to come into your life, you need to stand where it's shining. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in, day out." And
Yes, it is.
that's what And happiness is the only thing that multiplies when you share it. So guys, don't be generous of happiness. Even if you're not kind, happiness is one of the things, the least things you can do to a person. So just share happiness, be good to oneself, and be good to others, and yeah, you'll be blessed.
I don't know if you can be happy if you're not kind, Kate. I don't know. How you happy if you're not if you're not kind? Be happy. I think they go hand in hand. I don't know if you can be happy if you're not kind.
Mhm. So be kind and at the same time be happy.
I agree.
Yeah, and so we've seen that this quote simply tell us, if you want light to come into your life, you need to stand where it is shining. And that it also says that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So guys, keep on adding the effort every day.
But,
Keep on.
but Katie's saying it becomes your habit when you do small things and make it daily. Your
Mhm,
subconscious pushes you forward to the thing that you wish to acquire. So you do the efforts daily
mhm.
till it becomes part of your existence, part of your character. You do it daily, 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 daily. Then it becomes part of you. And so then
Yes.
the universe moves to get you what you wish. That's called universal law. It must happen. The African doesn't know universal law no more. Whatever you focus your mind on and you
Mhm,
put emotion behind it, focus the mind, go within, put emotion on it. You must act like you've already achieved it. Say, well, I want this. Have it in your mind that you've already achieved it, and you do that every day. Focus the mind, and
uh-huh.
put emotion behind it. And the laws of the universe said it's got to come to you because that's how the
Yeah.
all works. The all works in love, not in it's sinful. Oh, I'm going to hell. Those are lies. The all works to give you what you desire.
So
So
true.
that's how it works, family.
I hope the listeners are hearing about that news. And uh, Joby is saying that she's listening and she's taking keen notes of that. Okay, she says that she knows about that. Anyway, I'm taking you back to the music for some few minutes. Okay, for maybe about 2 minutes. Then we shall be back with the main topic of the day, where we will be discussing how poaching has been a major issue in African
Whatever
countries.
negative thought you have, Katie, you must go in and dig them up like weeds. Let's say when you're planting a garden and you got weeds will always come in. If you get negative thoughts, Katie, you must go in and plug them out. You must dig them out, like your aunt. You must dig your aunt out your head. Do it. Go get your daughter. You dig that out. Dig that root out. You always try to stay positive. You keep positivity in your thoughts. Let your
Yeah,
don't let no one
positivity.
destroy your positivity. Because as you think positive, universe will move. The universal
Mhm.
creator, the real God, not the fake Jesus, the real God, will move
Very
will move to what you desire.
so
That's how the
true.
universe works. These are
Yeah,
universal laws. That means they are laws, Kate. They're universal laws. They're not Keith's opinions. The laws of the universe, the way the universal creator created the universe to work. Go ahead, Kate.
yeah, and we also know that positivity wins. So
Yes.
positivity is all what we want. But let's get into the music session for a little bit, then we shall be back.
Okay.
Baby, baby, baby. My baby is crazy at times. Crazy, Georgie, not easy sometimes. But see, Toki, I gave her my life. And I promise that she'd be my wife. I'm not gonna get to classes. She's a radio fanatic, And you can tweet her on my Facebook. Like KBM's on my books, Hapendi tukidance mogidi, Anapenda tukiwine kwa kiti. Mapenzi yetu si kawili, hatuchezi low key city city. Cause she brings to life all my fantasies. Never seen a love so real. Kwake yeye wino wake king. Now I know nimepata queen to life all my fantasies. Never seen a love so real. Kwake yeye wino wake king. Now I know nimepata queen. She's a butter chocolate, She's the daughter of a Wonder Woman, Amejitambua juu ya ni superwoman. Ananisumbua cause she's the one. I'm gonna get to classes. She's a radio fanatic, You can tweet her on my Facebook. Like KBM's on my books, Hapendi tukidance mogidi, Anapenda tukiwine kwa kiti. Mapenzi yetu si kawili,
Such an amazing song by Phil Kagongo. Is it the Kagongo? Phil the Kagongo. And it is an amazing song. I love that song.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is a beautiful song. And I love it so much. Even the tone, the beats. Yeah, it is a nice song. He's a really talented.
His voice is nice. His voice is beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful song.
Unlike the one you said that is pathetic.
I ain't say it was pathetic. I said that lady couldn't sing. I didn't say the song was pathetic. I said that lady couldn't. I said that lady couldn't sing. I ain't say nothing about the song being pathetic. It's like when Joby said, "I despise." When you guys just Joby said, "I despise ugali." I said I despise it. I just said I just don't like it. I said I despise it. If I had to eat it, I had no choice but to eat it. I said it wouldn't be my choice to eat it. I ain't said I despised it.
Okay, let's just say that Phil the Kagongo is really talented.
He is very talented. Very talented.
Yeah, and okay, moving on to the story of the day, or to the main topic of the day. Bushmeat poaching is on the rise in Kenya as COVID hunger drives
I think because it's hunger, like you said, Katie, because people don't have money, so they got to go out and hunt these animals because they don't have money. So I can't fault people because they're hungry and they got to go out and hunt animals to eat to survive. I wouldn't eat it, but hey, I wouldn't eat no bush meat, but but that's me.
Antelope's meat is very sweet.
Oh, antelope meat. Okay, is antelope meat bush? I probably tried some antelope. Okay, I thought. See, a lot of people like bush meat be saying like a monkey or something.
Who does it a monkey?
Them Chinese bastards be eating monkeys. They came to Africa, start eating monkeys. They eat, Chinese people eat all kind of weird shit. They be killing the monkeys to eat them. It's some weird people, boy. They messed up in the head. Because a lot of people say bush meat was like chimpanzees. I'm not eating a damn chimp. But no, antelope is good. I don't find that okay. If that's bush meat, yeah, I'll try antelope. I've never had it, but I've been wanting to try it. You said it's sweet?
No, I say the antelope meat is very sweet.
Yeah, you said sweet. Okay, I probably would try that. Is it tender, or is it rough?
it is tender, but it is okay. Maybe it differs with how you cook it.
Exactly. It's probably see me. It's probably me. What we call gamey here is probably gamey as hell, because the taste would probably be to me be called what we call gamey. Uh, uh, it would taste like wild meat. Yeah, it'd be wild. It'd be untamed, untamed meat. It'd be wild meat. So it'd probably be gamey as hell. You probably had to. I probably had to soak that shit in buttermilk or something. Get all
Yeah,
that. Get the gamey
but
taste.
I wonder because here in Kenya people are hunting even giraffes. Are giraffes eaten?
I'm not eating no damn giraffe. Good, good God, I don't think you hunt. I don't think you hunt eat no giraffe meat. Good God, I know you're hungry. Sheesh, but damn, leave the giraffes alone. Oh my God, no, I'm not eating no damn giraffe. Certain things I'm not gonna eat, Katie. I don't believe everything is for human consumption. I don't eat every. No, no, I'm not eating a giraffe. I'm not eating a damn monkey. I'm not eating nobody's rat like in Ghana. When they eat them big ass rats in Ghana, I'm not eating that shit. I was in Ghana. It's about that's what they call bushmeat in Ghana. It was some big ass rats. I said, I'm not eating no damn rat. You out of your mind? I'm not eating that shit.
Yeah, someone is saying that the antelope's meat tastes like goat. So true, it does, but it is a little bit sweeter than goat's meat.
Okay, so
A bit,
Katie knows. Okay, I
yeah,
wouldn't know.
so,
I never had an antelope. We don't, there's no antelopes in America, so I never had an antelope. I never had a, somebody probably cut
you
me
should
some antelope, and somebody put
you
some
should come
antelope
here
meat in front of me, and somebody put some antelope meat in front of me, Samuel. I probably would. I probably be like a snob, like, what is this stuff? What is this? How dare you, woman, cook this stuff for me? What is this? Is this what is this is antelope? Antelope. And I probably taste it and say, okay, it tastes all right.
Okay, I was saying that bushmeat poaching is on the rise in Kenya as COVID hunger drives hunt for
Right,
antelopes and
deer. Hey, deer. I don't know if it wasn't reindeer. I ate deer years ago. 'Cause I went hunting with a friend of mine years ago up in upstate New York, and that's my first time eating deer. It was gamey as shit. I was like, man, this deer. See, I'm not see them wild animals, boy. That meat be gamey.
mm-hmm.
So, but go ahead, Kate.
uh, Kenya's Taita Hills Wildlife Sanctuary hops out of the back and stands over unusual looking carcass. And the animal's massive rib cage is still mostly intact, while the impossibly long limbs and neck are strewn further into the long grass, moss covered in pale yellow fur and the unmistakable brown spots of giraffe. And this is explaining how
But
the
how
wardens
they
go.
how how they poaching the giraffe? Almost the giraffes on nature preserves now, Katie.
Yeah, I don't know how they poach a giraffe, but okay, maybe let's continue with the story. We
Oh,
see
all
how.
right.
Yeah, and Mokio is the warden. Mokio guesses it's been there about 2 weeks, snared by poachers and crudely butchered for its meat, and the rest left for birds and the hyenas to pick through. A lot of meat. It weighs about a ton, he says. People are desperate. The
Damn,
rangers,
that is a
yeah,
lot of meat.
they are almost okay.
That what
Kenyans
you
are
that what you
desperate.
that what you said, Katie. Said you said people are going to starve. No, people are not going to starve. They're going to find a way to eat.
Yeah, people are gonna find a way to it because there's no way even me I'll starve and I know somewhere I can get food. There's no way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, you can't tell me something is off limits, and now you made the economy so bad. I don't have. There's no jobs. There's no money. Now I got to have money to have food. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna let me nor my family starve. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, sure. There's nobody who's gonna let their family starve when they know a place they can get food. And moving on, the rangers carry out twice daily patrols over the 42 square mile nature reserve near the southern tip of Kenya, about 125 miles inland from coast. It's easy for poachers to get in and out from the sprawling village, and that's how poachers get in and try to hunt these animals. And they maybe they are okay, they are poaching the animals to sell the meat. Because I don't guess there's somebody who can poach a giraffe for them to consume the meat. Maybe they are poaching it to go and
Nah,
sell it.
you're right. They can't eat all that meat. You said a ton, and cannot be unless you got like 50 people in a family or something. You can't eat all that shit; it go rotten. So I think they're eating some of it and selling it. You're right, because hey, got to make a living, got to feed your family, and you got to have some way to make a living. So
Mhm.
I understand that. I don't really fault those people for doing what they got to do. The Kenyan government, if you wasn't so corrupt and so rotten, you would have already dispensed some of the money that you've stolen from the people and given it back so they could survive and the animals would survive. You don't give a shit about no animals because if you did, you wouldn't have people starving. So don't tell me,
Yeah,
oh, these poachers are doing bad by killing the animals. Nah, they're surviving, moron. They're not gonna
but
starve to death.
some of these wild animals, they are even left open just to go on the road. You'll find here in Kenya. I was telling Joby, it is only in Kenya you'll walk along with a wild dog.
No, it's not, Katie. No, it's not. So, you guys have only been in Kenya. No, it's not. No,
It's
it's not. No, it's not. You'll find
well,
wild
even
dogs.
in
You'll
other
find
countries. You'll find
you'll find yeah, you find wild dogs here in America too, but you'll find wild dogs in Tanzania when you guys go in a couple of months. You find wild dogs walking
do
there.
they roam
You'll
on the
find
road? That's my question.
yes, they be on the road. Yes,
Wow.
Katie.
I was surprised to walk, and I found a wild dog walking besides me, and I was like, okay, I didn't know at first this was a wild dog, so I was like, which animal is this? I almost ran away.
I'm sure you did. If you're not sure you did, I'm sure you did. But
I
there's
I
wild
I didn't. I didn't
there's
run
wild
away.
dogs. There's wild dogs all around Africa, Katie, not just in Kenya. And yes, do they be on the roads from the Congo to
But
Mozambique to even to modern South Africa to
there's a university called the MMU, Multimedia University here in Kenya. It
uh-huh.
is around the place I live. So you'll find so many animals in that university. Students just work with the animals in the school. So many monkeys, so many wild dogs. And I'm even afraid. There was a time there was a lion discovered around the place.
I believe that. I believe it. Well, you is lions are in Africa, Katie. So
They are, but they are not even protected because
they're like
imagine.
you even have dogs dressed up like tigers walking around scaring people. So
Yeah, yeah, but
so so
Kenyans are crazy.
so
No,
so do you got
about
wild
that.
animals? You have wild animals, Katie, in most African countries because Africa was the land of the big five. Africa was the land of the elephant, of the lion, of the the big five. And one thing you guys don't have in Kenya walking around like they do, like maybe in Rwanda or Congo or southern Uganda, you don't have gorillas. Now you go to those countries, you got them gorillas. You got gorillas moving around. So you don't got gorillas in Kenya as a natural habitat, but in Rwanda, gorillas are normal. In Congo, gorillas are normal. And in South Uganda, gorillas are normal. You might be in the village and see a big ass gorilla run by. You're like, oh shit.
Okay, here in Kenya we just have the small monkeys out there. Yeah, the small monkeys.
Yeah, so other African countries have the big monkeys called gorillas and
Mm.
chimpanzees and orangutans that are in a habitat, Katie. You walking around, big ass orangutan walking there. You're like, oh shit, what is that? big ass, big ass orangutan. so, so it's not just Kenya.
Okay, moving on to our next story. Cote d'Ivoire minister probed over rape allegation, and prosecutor in Ivory Coast said on Wednesday, that was the day before yesterday, on
You
Wednesday.
said it now, Katie. You got it right. Because first you couldn't say Cote d'Ivoire. You said, what the spikes? What is Cote d'Ivoire? He said, Ivory Coast. He's okay, oh, Ivory Coast. Cote d'Ivoire is the name the French gave it, Katie, when they came in and colonized the Africans there.
Mm-hmm. And okay, I was saying that prosecutors in Cote d'Ivoire said on Wednesday they had opened an investigation into a prominent minister who had been accused of rape by a young woman. And we've been talking about this since Monday, that where you find these people, these okay, even the whole people coming and trying to molest our women, humiliate them, rape them, and yeah. So even this man was accused of
Yeah, that's the
humiliating a
norm,
woman.
Katie. That's the norm. If you buy see, you've been taught to love. In most of the people that hire in Africa are white companies called NGOs, non-government organizations. You're always gonna find rape. You're always gonna find molestation. You're always gonna find that's what white people do when they come to Africa. They molest women. I hate to say it, they also, since they're natural homosexuals, they molest boys. You think, oh, the white
Mhm.
people are here to help me. I love the white people. And when you get to them, they rape and abuse you because you don't know. You don't. No one's
Yeah,
taught you. They taught you. Everybody, white people are great. White people got the
but
candy. I got some candy, white people, or whatever they got in the village. Yeah, that's the way they lure you so they can rape and mistreat you. That would happen. So
yeah.
when you did the WHO story,
Mm-hmm.
that's the norm. That's not unusual. That's always, Katie. If you went back and just did research, you would find place after place all
But
throughout Africa.
I guess
Where go
I
ahead.
guess people are discovering it now because they've not been talking about this for quite some long time. It is now they are discovering it and bringing it into the okay, bringing it okay to
To the
people.
forefront.
Yeah, and the young woman filed a complaint with the police. Okay, a judicial investigation is underway. The office said, adding that Berlin had filed a suit against her for libel. And in an audio message disseminated on the internet on Monday, the Ivorian Cameroonian artist who said she had worked with the Berlin alleged that in April she had been forcibly taken to Divo, a town 200 kilometers miles west of Abidjan, where she was raped. And I'm very sorry for her, but okay, this, I hope justice is served to her, because we've seen that she have already filed a case. And but I really wonder, is really justice gonna be served, because this person is a prominent person.
Most
Is
likely not, Katie. Most likely not. Sadly enough,
yeah,
most likely.
most likely not, but I hope so. I hope that justice will be served.
I
And
hope so
yeah,
too. I hope
I
so
really
too.
hope so. And I'm sorry to her. But anyway, moving
Well,
on
you
to our
got
next.
as young women, especially being young African women. Young African women have not been taught. I don't know why it's such a taboo to teach African women about who's their enemies and what to watch out for. Haven't taught them about their bodies. I heard you and Joby were talking about your menstrual cycles, how you were scared, you didn't know what was going on. You should have been taught that before that
Yeah.
happened. The thing about taught my daughters, you should have known about your body. This is not you don't allow your daughter to be ignorant about her body and then
Okay.
find
I
shame.
I don't I don't get why parents find it shameful talking about such
It is
things
not
because
shameful. You it's not. You make sure when you have children, you don't do. It's not shameful. That's the African's been made such a moron. Uh, your daughter's body, she needs to know her body. That's the way nature works. The universe, the all created women. You have menstrual cycles because of birth. That's the egg. When a woman doesn't have get pregnant, the egg drops down and it clean and that's the period. It's discharging the egg from the body. The woman, the young girl needs to know that when she's 10, 11, because it's about to happen to her. She needs to know this.
but I don't know why parents don't find it comfortable to talk about such things with their daughters because they don't talk about
That's
such
it.
things.
When you make sure when you have a daughter, Katie, that you
I
do.
will.
It is
I will.
irresponsible. It is
Yeah.
irresponsible that you don't
Uh-huh.
teach your daughter about this, and then she finds herself in a situation which happening,
Mhm.
and she doesn't know. Blood, it's scary. Imagine a child bleeding. It's scary. She wouldn't
Yeah,
know what's going on. It would scare her.
it will, and she'll get scared. Then maybe she might go and try to get help from strangers, and they don't.
Exactly. That mean her harm. Exactly. You don't
Yeah,
do that. I'm,
yeah.
I don't condone. I just don't understand that. That's crazy to me that you wouldn't teach your daughter her body, and this is what's going to happen, sweetheart. At this time in your life, your body's going to transition. Your body's
Hmm.
going from a girl to a woman. This is what's happening. You're reaching something called puberty. Your body's changing from a young girl to a woman. This is what's going to happen. It's natural. Don't be afraid. We're going to prepare. We're going to make sure this time we're going to have pads and things ready for you
Hmm.
when it occurs. You
Yeah,
don't have your
parents need.
you don't have your daughter out there don't know what the heck is going on with her body,
Mhm.
have her fearful. It's absolutely criminal to me. It's criminal. So
Because you're not teaching your daughter something useful, because sometimes you even find that the children are trying hide some things from their parents because they don't try to explain this to them.
because because your parents haven't raised children. When you raise your children, you raise your children as little human beings. You don't hide
Hmm.
things from them. You treat them with respect and kindness. And that's and the African has learned. He learns just to tell your children what to do. That's not how you raise a child. Africans used to raise children as a little adult, a conscious being that you must relate information to. Your child has your child can tell you. No, I remember my son. He was young, and I was
Hmm.
wrong. But I raised him that way. He was 5 years old. I don't beat my children. I don't beat my children. I don't do that. I'm reason with my children. I don't
Hmm.
put my hands on my kids. And so one day I got upset with him, and
Uh-huh.
he um he might embarrass me because he was actually right. And when your child embarrasses you in front of people, parents get mad. But
So true.
yeah, but when he went away, he came back. He said, "Dad, you're wrong. You were embarrassed, and you yelled at me, and you owe me an apology." I was like, "Damn." He was right. He was right.
He was
He was right. He was right. And me as a man, as a parent, I had to admit, I had to swallow my pride and tell my
right. And
son,
say sorry.
you know what? You're right.
I'm
I do owe you an apology. You're absolutely right. I owe you an apology. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, son. You're absolutely, I should not have yelled at you. I was in the wrong. I was embarrassed in front of other people because you were right and I was wrong. and I apologize.
Mhm.
So you have that
But
interaction with the children. Go, Katie.
I told you that African parents, some African parents don't listen to their children. They always think that whatever they want for their children is
But that's
always right.
wrong. That's wrong. That's why the children are not yours. The children, and it is traumatized. It is traumatized, and that's what white people brought us. Africans didn't beat their children. They said that's African culture. It's not. That's barbaric. I had to learn. Exactly right. Your your children are not yours, Katie. I know you believe they're yours. They're not yours. They're vessels for you to mold and bring understanding, love, and then raise them to the people they're supposed to become. Everybody has the right to fulfill their own destiny, Katie. I can't
Mhm.
inflict my destiny on you. My destiny was my destiny, not yours. So you raise your children to live in their destiny. They're
Yeah.
what they're here to fulfill a purpose, not the purpose that I give them. They are here by God, the real God, to fulfill a
Mhm.
purpose, not my purpose, because
Mhm.
they might be my children, but I don't own my children. They were here created by the all to serve a purpose. So what purpose? So I help you. Your job as a parent is to help your children find their purpose. That's
Yeah.
your job as a parent. What is my child's purpose? And to help him find their purpose. Not, hey, you're gonna do what I want you to do, and if you don't do it, you get your ass out of my house. What? What? That ain't what?
I can see
No,
someone
no,
saying that
no.
shit sweepings are traumatized and traumatizing. And I got once that shit messed me up in some ways. So true, these things
It,
are traumatizing, but me, I don't see them as traumatizing because in our days, hey, my mom would cane you. I remember there was a time, okay, when
did,
we
your,
were
did,
young.
your, did, your, did your mama whip you, Katie?
Yeah, she did, and she would every time. Okay, I remember
You
when I
didn't
was
you didn't
young,
find it traumatizing?
I didn't find it traumatizing. It is like I was getting used to it because she would beat
What?
you every time when you do something wrong. She's not
Well,
even.
okay, well, hold on, wait. Let's examine this. It's a good conversation. What was wrong? What did you do wrong? I want to know what was considered wrong. What did you do
Okay,
wrong?
maybe you went. Me, I was very. In our in our home, you are not supposed to go out of the gate, and you are
Okay,
supposed to play in within the compound. So me, I
okay.
was very nosy. I'd go to
No,
people's to
no,
the neighbors.
no, no. That has nothing to do with you being naughty. So your parents explained this to you, right? So they said, Katie, stay in the gate because it's for your safety. They explained that, right? They explained it to
They
you?
explained, but
Oh,
I was
okay. Wait. A child, Katie, a child mind is developing. So it's going to go, sadly enough, a child is going to try, it's going to go for its boundaries. Because you at that age, your mind was growing and you wanted to see what was outside the gate. That's
mm-hmm,
normal. That shouldn't cause you to be whipped. It's normal. So you say, Katie. So what you need that means your mother didn't explain it well to you. She should have took you outside the gate. She should have took your hand as a child, open up the gate, say, Katie, this is dangerous out here. I'm concerned. If I'm not around, something can happen to you bad, Katie. Something can happen to you, and it would, and I would, and it could cost you your life, and mommy would be devastated. Do you want
mm-hmm,
mommy to be devastated? So as a child, then you can connect. No, I wouldn't want my mommy to be devastated. So now I made the connection between you and going outside the gate that you wouldn't do it because you wouldn't want your mommy to be devastated by you being harmed. So you got to make those connections. Me whipping you, this still does not want to stop. It, it's like training an animal what they're doing because now I'm beating you, and now the child is curious. You don't what you do, you're stopping that child's cognitive ability, their intellect. You don't do that. You don't do that. You talk to
I can see
you talk to that child.
Armstrong saying Amani familia, Amani to you to Armstrong, and okay, the funniest thing with the African parents, they'll beat you, and then when you're crying, they'll beat you now for crying. They tend to tell you stop crying, or I'll beat you, and you're crying because they are beating you.
Well, you already beat me. That's it. Yeah. That's not this African American people too. That's the same here. Same thing here. Yeah. You keep crying, I'm gonna beat you some more. That's completely. That means you don't. That means you're not raising a child, and you're upset. So you raise the child with anger because you whipped the child. Child's gonna. The response is to cry. You can't. If you don't stop crying, I'm gonna beat you some more. But damn, you beat me. That's why I'm crying. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. So it's completely moronic, completely it's complete. Let me ask Joby. Joby sitting there. Ask Joby how many times she get whipped. Did her parents whip her? Did Joby get whipped?
Okay, she's saying no, she wasn't whipped.
Okay, there you go. Good. So she had good. See, but see,
Uh,
Joby turned out all right. Is Joby robbing people, knocking people in the head? Is Joby out there knocking? No, she's not knocking nobody head. Joby's talking about you need to love more. So it's the way we raise our children. It's the way we raise them. Whippings don't work. People say, "Oh, thank God my mama whipped me." That'd be most people in prison. Everybody be in jail. Yeah, I got whippings, but you're in jail. You don't beat your children. That's some shit that Africans think it's no. No, you don't beat your children. You try to
uh,
speak with them and raise them in love and understanding. See, all your mama had to do, all your mother had to do,
mm-hmm.
will keep you from going outside the gate, Katie. As a child, you were curious. That's not bad. That's normal. You were curious. What's on the other side of this damn gate? What's on this fence? You walk out there, walk around, look. That's normal. But
But
you,
they tend
you
not to understand that.
but you being a child, you didn't understand the danger, so your mom probably would be fearful for your safety. I get that. So you sit down and talk to young Katie. Said, Katie, sweetheart, let me hold your hand, take you outside the gate so you can see what's outside here. Let me show you. Mommy
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want you going out here because I'm afraid for your safety. I'm afraid for your safety. That's why I yell. I might yell at you because I'm scared something might happen to you. So if you
uh,
explain that to young Katie would understand. And then you took her out there to see what's out there. Say, see, Katie, this could be dangerous because you're too young to be out here by yourself. So young Katie would process that and say, well, I don't want to hurt my mother. And she says it's dangerous. So now the curiosity is gone. I've taken you out there. You've seen it. You've done it. I even let you run around out there. Run around, Katie. Run around out there. Come back in. So now it's not eating that young Katie's mind. I wonder what's outside that gate. Let me go see. So I've already told you, and I've already told you it's dangerous if I'm not with you. That's how
yeah,
you raise children. You don't raise them in trauma and beating them. If
but
you beat your
I guess.
children, if you beat your children, Katie, you failed. If you got to beat your children, if you got to raise your hand and abuse your child, you failed. Because you should be able to sit there and talk to a child, help them understand. Like I said, let me say something. Back then, I always go back to my youngest son, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a two-story house in Tampa. I had a two-story. It was two stories, upstairs, downstairs, right? So every day, and back then, this is a long time, it was when we still had DVDs. People DVDs, you put in your DVD player. So he would get up
Mm-hmm.
every day from upstairs, get out the crib or the bed. I don't know if it was a crib or bed so long ago. He would He learned how to go down the stairs. He would go backwards down the stairs and slide down the stairs. And every
Mm-hmm.
morning,
Mm-hmm.
every morning we got up, all the DVDs would be all over the living room. He'd take all of them out, just chat them everywhere. But I knew he was learning, so he was saying, "What are these things?" I didn't scream and yell and say, "Oh, he's picking up these DVDs. I'm gonna whip you next time you take out all these DVDs." So it was all these DVDs to be all over the floor. He'd take them out. and put them all over the floor. This was every day for a while. Every day he would do it. He would early in the morning. He would go downstairs. That means he was testing his boundaries and experiencing what was in the house and what was going on in the world around him. So he was forming his opinion of what's going on around him. So some reason he liked to get in the DVDs and take them out the package and throw them all around the living room. I didn't scream. I didn't say, I'm going to whip you if you do it again. I just let him. That's what he was learning to do. That was his thing. So you let him do it. As an adult, I picked up the DVDs and put them back. But I knew the next morning they'd be all on the ground again. I said, if you do it again, I'm going to whip your butt. I'm going to whip you if you do it again. No, I'm not going to. You're teaching that child fear. Say, hey, he's learning. Let him learn. Just as long as you don't let him put their hands in no damn light sockets and they get electrocuted or something.
You see, I just think that African parents sometimes don't have time to understand their children. Also here in Kenya, children get whipped in schools. Like the school I went in, we were getting whipped for not doing assignments.
Yeah, that came from the Europeans. The beating in Kenya, where they beat you in school. That's Europeans. That was never no school in Africa. The Europeans got this, where they beat you and whip you inside the classroom. Because when I went to school, I got beat too. I got beat as a child. I got a whipping. I mean, I got a whipping in first grade. I got a whipping in second grade. That white lady whipped the shit out my ass. And all I did, I came in like late from recess. I was still out there playing, and I came in late from recess. And she said, "Keith, did you not hear the bell?" I said, "Yeah, I heard the bell." "Well, why didn't you come back into class?" I said, "Well, I was trying to play a little bit longer." "Oh, you were you? You were trying to play a little longer. Come here."
And you heard the bell.
Yeah, well, she came, she bent me over a desk and whipped the shit out of me. I said, that didn't make me do no better. It's abuse. That lady whipped me. I was like, damn, that lady whipped my ass. Damn.
I can see someone saying that my parents taught me and my siblings right is right and fair is fair, and you never take sides but that of the truth. Yeah, we were also told that everyone was taught right is right and fair is fair. So if you are gotten maybe doing something wrong, you'll get canned because the other person or the other sibling just got canned because of doing something. So it was being fair.
That let you know we live in a lowly vibrated planet now. We're very lowly. When you got to beat on people, beat children, and all the vibration, we got that from the Europeans. That means you low vibrational. So luckily, Joby's parents didn't beat her. Her parents must be pretty wise and on a high frequency. Because sadly enough, most parents are very low frequency parents. They get frustrated, and when a parent gets frustrated, they turn to abuse by beating their children. "I'm gonna whip you, girl. I told you." But Katie was too big then for a mom to whip her. Said, "Go get your daughter to do it." Told the aunt.
I believe even now.
Even now what?
Even now, when I do something wrong and I'm at my mom's place, she can whip me very bad.
What?
Yeah.
What? You need to hold on, Katie. You're too old to be beaten on, Katie. You gotta sit down and talk to your mother. Your mother's wrong. You're too old to get beat on, Katie. You're too old. That's crazy. We're going to the crazy land now.
I also think that's crazy.
Go ahead, Spike. Tell me, Spikes. Go ahead, say it, Spikes.
I'm saying I think that is nuts. If you're actually 18 plus years, then it's crazy.
I remember there was a time I went for a party, and I was maybe I was in Form 4. I was in Form 4 and I went for a party. It was around our place. It was my cousin's birthday actually. So I told my mom, I'm going to my cousin's place. They have a party and it is Winnie's birthday. So I went. So I don't know what my mom had. So she came with a cane with her. Not even a cane, a big stick, wooden stick, and out.
Whoa, Katie, you hurt my feet. Whoa.
And I felt embarrassed because everybody was looking at me and
Did she
okay.
beat you in front? Did she beat you in front of those people? Is that what you telling
No,
us?
she didn't. She didn't even beat me. That day I tried. I went home. Okay, she told me, let me not get home in front before you. And okay, I waited so that she can get in the gate, and then I sneaked out. I went back because I knew when I get in that gate and
You're gonna get
that
whipped.
door, I will be whipped. So I waited until it was 10 in the p.m. and now I went home. So I found her asleep and my dad was also sleeping. So I called her, mom, nimekuja. That's telling her I've come. So I tried to explain to her, mom, and I was like, mom, why did you come and try to embarrass me in front of my friends? You know that's not right. And she was like, go and sleep before I wake up from this bed.
oh my God. Oh, I feel for you, Kate. You sound like your childhood was scary. Damn that.
She was way more too overprotective.
And I don't know that's overprotective. I think I there's a thing there's a difference between overprotective and abuse. Your mama might went on into on into a little bit of abuse, Kate. Man, that I don't that's crazy. You just broke my heart a little bit. Good guy. And when Spike says something crazy, it's crazy.
Yeah, and okay, we are almost coming to the end of the show, but
Yeah, what's up, family? We were doing this. It became the stories of young Katie.
mm, I was taking you into my small world.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have our last story for today that former Malawian deputy speaker commits suicide inside parliament.
Damn.
And a former deputy speaker in Malawi on Thursday shot himself in the head inside parliament where he had gone for a meeting.
Wow.
The parliament.
I guess the meeting went bad. He must have had a meeting with your mom, Katie.
And
I'll not let you whip me. I'll shoot myself in the head.
yeah, and Clement Chiwaya, who was 50 years of age, killed himself inside the parliament building where he had gone to discuss vehicle benefits entitled to him when he left office in 2019. Police spokesperson James Kadazera confirmed the incident, but refused to give details until he had received a full report from investigators. And that's so sad, where you find even people, members of parliament committing suicide in the parliament, and that's very sad. Maybe he was depressed, or he was having a bad day, or maybe he was afraid that the case might go bad on his side. So
He's afraid not to beat your mama home, Katie. He's afraid not to beat your mama home. He said, "Oh," your mama said, you bet not let me get home before you." He said, "Oh, I'm all the way down in Malawi."
Yeah, and the parliament of that country is saying that it regrets to inform the public that the former deputy speaker committed suicide at the parliament building. It said in a statement, and it said the incident was linked to frustration with the implementations of his conditions of service. And Chiwaya bought his official vehicle at the end of his 5-year term in 2019, and was as provided for in his contract. But he had tried to get Parliament to pay for damages incurred in an accident that happened 6 months later. Maybe that's why he was taken to court, and maybe was trying to face, or he was being maybe judged for that. Maybe he was afraid that the case might turn out very bad on his side, and that's why maybe he decided, let me take myself away from this, and yeah, he shot himself dead.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And I guess that's where we will end our show for today. For those who are joining us today, I've seen so many new faces or new people today. So those who are joining us for today, thank you very much.
They tuned into the life and times of Katie Ndungu. We tuned into the life and times of young Katie. So, how you doing? How you doing, Michelle? How you doing, B.O.B.? Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, and Bob Rewards, thank you for joining us today. You're new here. I've never seen you on this show, but you feel much welcome to the show. This is the African Diary show where we get to discuss matters concerning Africans and the problems they encounter in their day-to-day lives. And today we talked about poaching, and yeah. I was saying that this is where we will end our show for today. So guys, I wish you continue. I wish you well. I wish you a happy
Katie, you're getting tongue-tied. It's almost the weekend, Katie. Calm down. It's almost the weekend.
It is on a Friday. Yeah. Today is on a Friday, and I'm very happy the weekend is here.
Okay.
But I'm not planning to go anywhere, so I might be in the. So I might be in the house all weekend. So guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend.
So are you going to Netflix and chill?
Sure, I will.
Have they showed you how to get to Netflix yet, Katie?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. I don't want your mama to come in while you're watching Netflix and beat you.
She can't do that now. She understands now that I'm a big girl and I'm a grown up. Anyway, family, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm leaving you with this jam that we were hearing. It is called is it the African Queen?
Much love, family. Much love.
Much love to you.
Just like to call me. Just like to call me, or I'm gonna beat him.
Okay, this is the African Girl with Phil Kagongo, and hope you'll enjoy the song and enjoy your evening as well.
Baby. My baby is crazy at times. Crazy, Georgina, cheesy sometimes. But see, Toki, I gave her my life. This is Black and I promised that she'd be my wife. I'm not gonna get to classes. She's a radio fanatic, yeah. And you can tweet her on my Facebook, lakini yeye usoma books, yeah. Hapendi tukidance mogidi, yeah. Anapenda tukiwine kwa kiti. Mapenzi yetu si kawili, yeah. hatuchezi low key city city. Cause she brings to life all my fantasies. And never seen a love so real. Kwake yeye, mimi ndo wake key.